Hello, everybody. We're trapped down here in the box, but it is myself, James Chen.
And Asian Ultra David. Just kidding. But I'm Choysauce.
Just say, the block, the punish!
Wait, what? Hey!
Welcome to First Attack. If you guys remember, in the past few years with Guilty Gear Xrd released, Choysauce here has come onto the stream a bunch of times, and we have done a bunch of First Attack episodes on teaching Guilty Gear basics.
Yeah.
We had a whole episode where we taught all the game system movements, and then we went over all the characters. And then when Revelator came out, we did like Sign the Revelator, we went through all the new characters, and guess what? Revelator 2 is out, so it's time for an update.
Yes.
We need to do
all the characters, all the... No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Just only a couple of things.
Yeah, I mean, the nice thing about it, honestly, is that most of the characters are still pretty much the same. So the basics videos that we did before are still pretty accurate. Now, obviously, there's going to be a few changes based off of the balance changes between Rev 1 and Rev 2. You'll probably... We're not going to go over all those changes, so because that's just too many.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually ever get a chance to do Dizzy.
Yeah, because she did release after we did our episodes, so it's like we want to give Disney some love and make sure she's in the mix.
Right,
so, yeah.
exactly.
So she's going to be part of this one today.
So we're going to do Dizzy here. Hang on a second. Are people saying that it's not? Oh, okay. Well, it should be working. But so we're going to do Dizzy, we're going to do Baiken, and we're going to do Answer.
Yeah.
Before we do that, though, when we start, we are going to do one short video on Rev 1 to Rev 2 system changes.
Yeah.
But there really aren't very many system changes.
It's
Now,
going to be like 10 minutes or even less.
yeah,
We'll
let
see.
me just make sure. Let me make sure, because I have some people in the chat saying that they are not seeing the video. Just making sure that they see that. But just so you guys know, in the title of the stream, we have the link to the documents that we're going to be that Choysauce has basically put together for this episode. So. Basically, what he always does is he talks to some of the players out there who are really good at those characters, and then he writes up the documents, and then we use those documents as a basis for our videos. That link is in the chat, and then I will also... I'm not in the chat, but in the title of this Twitch stream, and then I will add it to the YouTube videos as well. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, so here we go.
Yeah. So along with a lot of the changes, a lot of the characters did get slight changes, and like I think the only major changes are like a couple of extra like command moves basically.
Right.
So those are actually pretty major changes compared to like the previous things that has happened, but you know it's like probably like usually it's like their 6H or some kind of jump attack that kind of changed a little bit.
Right.
So it's not too much. So. If you already play this character or you're looking for the tutorials, then you can probably find something about him. So,
sorry, I typed the link wrong in my first tweet, so that's what some people are saying. So I accidentally typed in UltraChen instead of UltraChen. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna go over some system changes first. So this is for people who are new to Rev 2, and if you've watched all the previous videos in this series, you'll know that we reached Rev 1, and so there are a few changes, but as I mentioned, they're so minute. I mean, there's maybe a couple of them that are sort of significant, but there's just really not that many changes to be concerned about, so...
Yeah, so the first thing is, like, they have some non-gameplay changes, which is basically just... They made the game look cooler.
Like, if it was possible,
I know, right?
If it was possible, they have made the game look cooler.
Yeah.
So better intro camera angles.
Yeah, it kind of zooms in from the side.
Yeah, they have I swear there's like 4 different intro angles.
Oh, really?
Like there's one that comes from the side, one that comes from the top,
the
and
bottom
stuff like that.
Yeah, so it's really, really cool. And then I know one major difference is that they added the whole Tekken. They copied Tekken 7, and then they did the whole like. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose?
They've had that before, yeah.
I feel like they didn't.
They've had that before, but you just never saw it.
No, because I feel like I saw a video of it after I saw Tekken 7.
They might have done it after. It might have been new to Revelator, but it wasn't there in Sign. But some people, I think, have said that it was there in Sign before. But
I don't know.
It feels like they did copy it. It feels like they copied Tekken.
But in any case, it's great. It's a great thing to copy. Please, every single fighting game.
Yeah, I know they all need to do that. But in terms of system changes, like I said, this is just gonna be a short one, real quick. So So one of the first changes, they made a couple of changes to the Roman cancel system. And again, if you guys are looking for videos on what the Roman cancels are, you know, we've already done system mechanics, and so you can go and check back on those videos over there where we talk about things like Roman cancels. The first one here says the input buffer during Roman cancels increase, and in counter hit state during Roman cancel startup. So basically, let me set you to counter hit here, forced like this, right? So this will be counter hit. So basically, what happened before was that if you hear that, do you hear the timing? Listen to my button presses. If I Roman and hit a button right away, see how it comes out anyway? Like when you hit it super early? I don't think that they let that happen before. I think before when you started and hit it right away, your button wouldn't come out. Like you had to wait a little bit and then hit your button.
I see.
Especially in counter hit. Because you had like all that frozen stuff, right?
Yeah, and it kind of dropped your inputs a lot. And,
right.
Yeah.
But now I can hit it super early and it still comes out. See, you can hear me hit it.
Yeah, I hear it, yeah. Yeah, because I know sometimes when I've done Roman cancel combos, it's like I hit the button, or I know I have to wait for the freezing time. And
right.
It kind of made it a little tougher.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's what made it a little bit better there. So that's one of the changes to Roman cancel. Another one says that it won't use meter until the Roman cancel flash. So in other words, before, like for example, like if you did like standing heavy punch and then tried to purple Roman cancel yourself, like if you whiffed it and I tried to hit you back, like so. Oops. Do whiff stand slash, like that. So right there, you saw counter hit. And that's because you actually got your Roman cancel off.
Yeah, I was performing it, yeah.
Yeah, so before when I did this, so just whiff it again. Like, let me see if I can hit you. Yeah. Oops. I was too close.
Yeah.
Too far. Right there.
There it goes, yeah.
So before, when that happened, it was because when he activated the Roman cancel and got hit out of the beginning, you would get counter hit, and it would spend the meter. So you would lose the meter for either the yellow or the purple or whatever Roman cancel that you were doing, and you would still get hit.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure if it was counter hit state before or not.
Oh, really?
But they might have added that.
Okay.
At least that's what according to the document says.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
Or what it sounds like, at least.
Okay.
So, yeah, basically it's like, you know, you don't spend meter, but if you kind of mash, you know, YRC or whatever RC, and then you get hit out of it, you're going to get counter hit.
Right.
So.
And the nice thing about it now is that it won't make you lose your meter. You only lose your meter in the cases, so let's do it again. Like that. So if you get hit out of the post startup,
then I'll lose the meter.
Yeah, then you'll lose the meter for sure. So, yeah. Oops. That was the non-meter. Non-meter.
Yeah.
How the hell did I do that?
Anyways, yeah. So there it goes right there. Yeah.
So basically, if you activate, the meter won't drain until you actually see the meter flash.
Yeah.
So,
But then for a trade-off, it's like you're going to get counter hit.
Right.
If it doesn't, for trying to attempt it.
Okay. Then the last one is that the purple RCs, which are these ones right here, they used to have, like, so red RCs used to start up like that, YRCs started like that, and then purple RCs you froze there forever.
Yeah, and then the flash comes out, yeah.
But I guess they thought that it wasn't too cheap, so like they sped it up. Because before, they didn't want to make it so you could save yourself out delay very easily, but I guess they changed their mind and said, you know what?
Well, I mean, if anything, you're spending 50 meter for it.
Right,
so
exactly.
I guess they figured it was enough of a punishment to lose that meter.
Meter is such a valuable thing in the game. So again, just to summarize, the Roman cancel changes. The input buffer is a lot more lenient. Your meter won't go away until the flash, even if you're hit out of basically the startup of it right there. So you saw the counter hit because he was starting the YRC. And then the purple RCs, the PRCs are much faster now. And then also, I don't even know how we're going to demonstrate
I don't
this
think we can.
because-
But we'll try 5 times and then we'll stop.
Alright, hang on. Let's just set this. We're trying to activate danger time.
Okay.
Right,
Anyways, let's not do this. Let me try the H's.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyways,
basically, when you activate Danger Time, you get a little bit of meter now.
yeah, it'll go like a little bit up. You'll see it like when they're in the frozen state. So
Right.
or when they're counting down. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
The main reason why they did that is because once Danger Time is activated, you can cancel whatever move triggered Danger Time into anything you want. And one of the safest things to cancel it into is green block, right? And so what they wanted was that whenever Danger Time was activated, regardless of the situation, you would have the meter to be able to do this.
Especially if you're in the air.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So no matter what, after Danger Time is activated, you can be guaranteed to have meter to cancel your move into a green block to be safe. So there's a safe option afterwards. So.
Yeah, that makes sense because if I'm coming in jumping and then like it's Danger Time, like you have the advantage already because like you can anti-air.
Yeah,
whatever you want.
exactly. So like we Danger Time, let me just cancel the 6P, and then you can't do anything about it because you have no meter. So that's a nice little change there. And then, interestingly enough, last change is just basically anything that's a wall crumple. And then wall crumple is what I'm looking for, not the ground crumple. So this right here, into that. So into the fall down crumple right here. I believe that you used to be able to throw people out of that state. You can't anymore, because if I remember, Potemkin had the ability to like wall splat you, and if you slid down, he could command grab you. And he can't do that anymore. So they kind of nerfed that a little bit. But I think you used to be able to throw them in that state there, and now that is not possible anymore. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's it for Rev 1 to Rev 2 changes, which means, if you are a Rev 1 player and you're just going to Rev 2 and you just started picking it up again and you're wondering what kind of stuff that they changed, it's not much.
Yeah.
So not much to learn in that department, which is great because whatever you're used to in Rev 1 now pretty much exists in Rev 2.
Yeah, not much you have to adjust in your gameplay, which is nice. Things will happen, and you're just like, oh, okay, gotta figure this out.
So there you go. That's the changes right there. And if you want to see the introduction, the basics to all the new characters, we also going to make Dizzy, Baiken, and Answer. So check those out when you get a chance.